Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, what was that in the background? Welcome to the stream. Is that the undefeated owner I hear?
One of the undefeated owner.
Incredible work there, bro. How you feeling?
This is the best season of my life so far. I got really lucky with my picks, but I really owe it all to my two players.
Who are those guys?
I would have to give it my mightiest praise to Jefferson and Cousins. They have been giving me so much power throughout this entire season that I'm actually planning on putting Cousins as my main quarterback. Because unfortunately, as of now, Fields is just not doing it for me.
Dude, Fields, what are you thinking about doing with Fields?
I actually think that if I'm lucky, Fields is so far the only quarterback that's worth it, that I have to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his value could increase if the Bears finally give him a chance to do what he does, or he gets traded and people finally recognizing his talents.
That will be interesting. Austin, thank you so much for swinging by. The undefeated owner, he just wanted to pop in and say hello. What's your parting words of wisdom for week 4 for the UPBL?
I am not just the man of sharp fingers. I am also the king of hearts. And you know it, babe. I'm out of here. Good night, everyone.
Wow, there goes Austin. Thank you for stopping by. UPBL podcast, everybody. What a freaking week! For the freaking weekend, baby, I'm gonna have me some fun. Oh, that's right. I'm 2-1. I love to see it. Jamaican Shamans falling to 0-3. Oh no, what are they gonna do, guys? Shaman's gonna be left scratching their heads. The champions of last season gonna have to figure something out. Are trades in the works? We take a look up and down the lineup. Daniel Jones struggled. Joe Burrow also still struggling. Didn't see the Daniel Jones struggles happening, but Giants have been bad. Now, Joe Burrow has been slow out the gate since the start of the season, and even this week, they were wondering if he was gonna play this week. But what is Jamaican Shaman supposed to do? Pivot to KJ Osborne? To Rojan Johnson? It doesn't seem like time. Matt Breida on the bench there is a nice little supplement for as long as Saquon Barkley is out, but you really can't rely on him, can you? Then you look over at social propaganda, Josh Allen and Tua Tagovailoa, voila, giving you about 50 points. I'll say thank you very much. But I forgot to mention on Jamaican Shamans, 33 points for the Bills. Don't sleep on that. Impressive work there. Really helped carry his team for the week. On the other side of the ball, you got Josh Allen and Tua Tagovailoa carrying the load. Patriots did well. Jake Moody, the San Francisco kicker, the San Francisco treat, doing fantastic. But J.J. Brown, the squeaky wheel, gets the grease. CeeDee Lamb, quiet week for him. Smelled like collusion. Brian Robinson looking like a solid number RB2. Kenneth Walker looking like he could be an RB1. Ooh. Breece Hall struggling, Tyler Algier struggling, the Browns looking like a good defense. Van Jefferson with a nice catch, but other than that, pretty quiet night. Samaje Perine looking like a decent backup to Javonte, but really Javonte is the guy, but still, he needs to do better. But against the Miami team that slammed down 70 points on you, what are you fucking gonna do? That's like getting this toilet lid slammed on your head. Out the door. Social propaganda could have played anybody on his bench over Joshua Kelly and had a better day, which was a little bit disappointing. Might be punting him into the Netherverse. Maybe he becomes a bit more valuable to another team. Some team like Teddy's. Teddy, who was missing Austin Eckler this week. You're going to use those 2 points, that's for sure, because they were sure better than what Derrick Henry did. Oh, that's right. Look at this. Joshua Kelly with 0.2 more points than Derrick Henry. You hate to see it. Can you believe it? Big old titties with the loss against the best physique of the week, who's doing his best tummy tucks out in Greece, saying, hello, this is my friend. And he's doing a little show dance, and they're like, whoa, he must be from America. But we like him because he's got that money, and Tyreek Hill is the money all season long. 26 points. How do you stop this guy? Zeke has a gnarly little bit of a lineup there with his wide receivers between Kelsey and Tyreek Hill and Mike Evans. Scary bit of lineup, but The question marks start with Najee Harris and Alexander Madison. Looking good on this win, but something that Physique of the Week might have to resolve as Cam Akers might become the new man in Minnesota. Who knows? Over on the other side, Big Old Titties has a couple of questions he has got to ask himself, like why the heck is he not starting Brock Purdy? QB 12. I've been telling you, he's better than Matt Stafford. Look, you're looking at QB 18 with Matt Stafford, and you got QB 12 right here, and Brock Purdy right in the pine. Hopefully that changes there for Big Old Titties. He'll be hopefully trying to sliding out to a 1-2 record. Physique of the Week moving into 2-1. By the way, just to culminate over here, I'm moving into 2-1. Shaman's moving into 0-3 territory. A little scary. On to the next match. We're talking about music in the background. I somehow paused it. I don't know. Maybe it was there all along. I don't know. But, hold on. Yes, it's too loud. Yes. This is what happened last week. We don't need the loud music. No, we just need it loud enough to hear the subtle cadences of my voice and the dulcet tones of the Moody Blues that I have playing in the background over this music. You don't hear it because it's a secret. Dak Prescott with 14 points. Is he really doing it as Union Pure Machine's #1 QB? Might not be the case when Kenny Pickett's putting up 18 over this last week. Looked good against the Las Vegas team, but Steelers still have a lot of question marks, and including Matt Canada. Still playing, still as the starting OC for Steelers, still there. How long will that last with Mike Tomlin? Jamar Chase with 20 points. He, of course, got fed tonight by Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, of course, pretty quiet night, 8 points, but you know who didn't have a quiet night? Jamar. Jelly in your toast. Chase. And the 49ers, just a great defense. Justin Tucker with a rare miss to send in overtime. They actually ended up losing. The Ravens end up losing to the Indianapolis Colts. No one saw that coming. Dalvin Cook, is he just trade bait? What do you do with the New York Jets running backs at this point? Tyler Boyd had a good day for a wide receiver 4. I mean, what else can you expect from Tyler Boyd, when you got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to feed? Kenyon Drake, the snake, the memester. Union Pierce got his power token. He's heating up, but it didn't work this week. He's fallen down to 1-2. Sharp Fingers, we had him on the podcast earlier. You heard him. He's out to a 3-0 start off the heels of a Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins feast, even though they lost to the Chargers. But still, I mean, putting up 50 points, that is nothing to be sniffed at. Austin putting up high points in the league, looking like a contender. He's a contender, but then you look a little deeper. He's got question marks. He's got Justin Fields as the starting quarterback. How long can that last? Will that be continuing for the Chicago Bears? Will they be moving on to Tyson Bagent? Will they be exploring a trade? Or will they be firing their coach and bringing in someone who fucking knows what the fuck they're doing to coach this kid? You heard other pundits saying, well, this kid knows how to play. We've seen him do it last year. We just have a couple of fucking morons that are not putting him out there and putting him in the place to do his best stuff. And that's a problem. And it's discombobulated his head. Made him change his game. Made him think about doing different facets. And that's fucked things. Okay, we'll move on to the Bears another time. Jahmyr Gibbs, question marks, especially starting to develop after the starting running back for the Bears, David Montgomery, no longer available for the Detroit Lions after he got injured, but probably going to change here in a couple weeks. He was actually only on a doubtful designation for this last game, so won't be too much longer until Gibbs has his pairing with David Montgomery back, and that empower Sharp Fingers for the rest of the season. Amari Cooper with a rare 21-point day. Is it that rare when you're the number one for Deshaun the Snake in the masseuse parlor Watson? I don't know, but Deshaun Watson certainly had a good day. Elijah Mitchell looking like a great little bench stash. Nice little moves here. Both Tanks having touchdowns. Look at that. Tank Bigsby, Tank Dell looking like a potential starter there for Sharp Fingers, looking like a quality team. Good win for Sharp Fingers, moving out 3-0. Chain Danky Punch saying, oh, bam! That's right, multiple scrogasms. That's a donkey punch right to your face. I don't care if you lost Nick Chubb. I don't care if you lost Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if you If you have certain things that are stopping you from paying attention, I'm gonna come for the dub. Danny out in New York saying, give me that dub. Rub-a-dub-dub. Jalen Hurts not hurting too bad now, is he? That fourth pick overall, putting up 20 points, helping Danny to the lead. James Conner looking really good out in Arizona as they whoop Dallas's ass out of fucking nowhere seemingly, but some people saw it coming. I did not. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god, Danny's favorite player, Detroit mastermind, doing fantastic, especially after a dominating win against Atlanta. Love to see it. Mike Williams, though, out for the rest of the season. Danny is going to be left reeling for that injury. Going to have to make do with his bench, potentially even looking at Sam Laporta, who went off this week as another Detroit option to stack that Detroit hotness that Danke loves to munch on. Munch. So looking good. Deshaun Watson also having a great week. Eagles defense just stand out. So fantastic. Just continues the domination. Jacoby Myers might be a nice little guy you could slot in there if Mike Williams is not able to go, unless the waiver wire is picking up and heating up. And who's available? I don't know yet. We'll get to that later. Oh, wait, it's right there. Devin Achane, Adam Thielen. Top of the waiver wire. DJ Shark, and Jerick McKinnon. Recently let go Romeo Dobbs, Rondell Moore, Calvin Austin III, Pharaoh Brown, and Donald Parham leading the way. But if we go back to this week and we look a little bit closer at the score lines over at Multiple Scoregasm, where could he have made up points? Where could he have made a difference? Been very hard this week with the running backs that he had at his disposal. Chuba Hubbard, Craig Reynolds, just not good enough. Four less than 3 points collectively put up between the two of them. In fact, Taysom Hill as a tight end just did a little bit better. He was going for the boom bust strategy here. It did not work out this week. Who knows about next week? What does Elliott have to do to get a starting running back in here? Certainly he would not want to trade away his talents in DK Metcalf and Deebo Samuel. But if he can somehow net an RB2, what could this team do? This team has to do something to turn it around. They are in trouble. I think that they're a little bit more in trouble than the Jamaican Shamans. Shamans just have a little bit of bad luck going their way, right? Maybe a little early season of bad luck where maybe they might turn around. But hard to turn around luck when you lose your starting running back and your starting quarterback. Something needs to break here. Multiple Scoregasms. Maybe it starts with Devin Achane on that waiver wire. We'll find out come Wednesday or Tuesday morning, whenever the heck that is. Take a look at the standings that are not updated quite yet. But what we do see is Swagyu Beef just edging out Bruce by a point. Oh, it's crushing Bruce's heart. He texted the group. He's just been sitting there for the last 10 minutes in anguish while LA Rams did not score and it was a tie ball game. And then boom, finally, there it came. Brett Maher with the one final point to put him over the edge and put Bruce out of his misery. Unfortunately for Bruce, but very fortunately for Swagyu Beef, who will move out to 2-1. Bruce will move into 1-2. I don't know if I mentioned that Danke Punch is going to be moving to 2-1, and Score Guys will be moving to 0-3, which is a nerve-wracking place to be. And of course, we move on to the. No, I did not take care of Bruce's and Swagyu Beef's match. We gotta take a little bit deeper look at this. You know what we do here. Justin Herbert, he's gonna jump on the horse. He's gonna say, hey, here's a touchdown for you. Here's a touchdown for you. Oh, is your leg broken? Here's a touchdown for you too anyway. Bijan Robinson, no social media, please. Bijan Robinson with a great day of being very quiet. It didn't help out Bruce. Swagyu, though, had a good enough day from Keenan Allen, he who throws TDs, doing very well out in Chargers land, taking the place of Justin Herbert. I mean, he's got multiple TD throwers. He's got Keenan Allen, he's got Justin Herbert, he's got Geno Smith. This guy's just got throwing TDs out of his wazoo. Tyler Locker with a bit of a quiet game. TJ Hawkinson got rocked a few times. Looked like he might have been hurt. So did Jefferson at points. That's another aside, but they managed to make it through the game. Geno Smith looking like a solid QB2, putting up 15.4 points. But those Jaguars, those damned Jaguars. Uncle Jay texts the group saying it's about time that he's like, what am I doing believing in these guys? And then here we got Swagyu Beef saying -4. They couldn't even stop Houston. Unbelievable. Brett Maher with a solid game. Young Who Koo not doing so Koo today with only 6 points. Chiefs with 13 doing great as they dominate the Bears in front of Taylor Swift, as you all know and have heard, and are likely very titillated by the idea of more Jared Goff. Jared Goff right in the lineup right there. We're talking about QB8 on the year, and we're talking, well, QB12 on the year, and he's moving up in the ranks. How high does Jared Goff finish? He was QB6 last year. He might be finishing QB8, QB6 this year with the Sun God reigning supreme out in Detroit. Nico Collins looking like a snazzy little pickup for Bruce. Didn't work out this week as it was a tank week. And that tank week worked out money for the shot fingers, but not so much for the Bruce. If only Nico Collins was targeted one more time. Well, if Mark Andrews was, then Bruce might have had it, but Swagyu Beef was the one who took it. DeAndre Swift crushing with 130 yards. Looks like the running back to be out in Philadelphia. Isaac Pacheco also dominating. And for once, he got a good Kansas City running back. I mean, like, how long have we been waiting for? I mean, Pacheco, of course, rose last year, but I've had CEH. People have had other guys. And you guys remember the days of Priest Holmes. Oh, and Jamal Charles, man, they used to have some good rushers, but there were some gaps in the season. But Lamar Jackson doesn't have any gaps in those biceps. He's just like, 28 points, I'm running for 2. Goon Squad puts up 122 in a loss to Power Walkers, who march out to a 3-0 dominating lead in the UPBL. Goon Squad falls to 1-2. 161 to 122. Patrick motherfucking Mahomes just edging out Jordan Love by a point. How surprising is that? Green Bay's quarterback. They found another one, folks. They found another one. Great. You fucking hate to hear it. Christian McCaffrey looks like the number 2 pick in the draft for a reason. Just Shanahan just knows how to use him. Joe Mixon did very well out for Cincinnati, even though they did not have a very good pass game. Travis Etienne was very, very good for Jacksonville, but I believe he might have taken a little bit of a knock at some point, leading to Tank Bigsby vulturing the touchdown. But you know who didn't vulture any touchdowns? It was Raheem, the Cookie Monster Mostert, the monster in the backfield, the number 1 running back on the number 1 offense, on the number 1 fun team to watch in the NFL. Holy spicolies, 70 points, and half of them are fucking Raheem Mostert, 41. And of course, Achane, as we all know, put up like 50, 49.3. It's fucking ridiculous. Then Devontae puts up 35. How are you supposed to contend with the Power Walkers? Puka Nacua just under 10. DJ Moore even outflashed Puka Nacua on a quiet week. Is DJ Moore even startable after this week? Questions the Power Walkers will have to be asking themselves. Of course, we heard from him, the Power Walker man himself, that CJ Stroud is on the trade block and available. I'm sure Mac Jones is too. Jerome Ford, though, might be the number 1 out in Cleveland. I don't think it's gonna be Kareem Hunt or any of the other guys. Pierre Strong. It's Jerome Ford's backfield for now, but it is a little bit of a committee. Calvin Ridley, quiet day. Garrett Wilson, quiet day, because he has no fucking QB. Will that change? Will Kirk Cousins get traded over to the New York Jets? Will I think maybe Ryan Tannehill makes a bit more sense. Let us know in the comments below what quarterback you think makes most sense for the New York Jets. I'm going to do some quick cleanup here as we prepare for next week in the UPBL. absolutely domination. Fun season so far. Social propaganda gonna be taking on Swag You Beef. The Machines taking on the Titties. Best Physique of the Week taking on the Shamans. Sharp Fingers trying to scratch with Danky Punch. Multiple Scoregasms trying to find their own face for the season with Goon Squad. My name's Bruce, talking about that new project with the Power Walkers. That's next week what we got in store. Exciting stuff here for the UPBL. Of course, this stuff will change. We might have a few special guests on during the week. We got a couple podcasts lined up for you special people. Thank you so much for hanging out. Kick that like button, subscribe for some more throwing ropes. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll catch you guys in... Fuck my finger! There's a crab on the table. I didn't see it. But everybody, just to recount here, everybody, Kyron Williams, 55. Everyone else, 0. Is Go Eat Dirt droppable? Yes. DeAndre Swift, RB1, adoy. Joe Burrow to Lauren Rutcher told there were no setbacks tonight. He got through it. You know what? He's healing. Right? Fab consensus, Fab's the best. AJ Brown did really well tonight, just dominating. T. Higgins returns to the field. Yahoo? Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney. Is it time to cut bait on Darnell Mooney? Yes. Sam Laporta breaks NFL record for rookie tight end receptions through first 3 games. Good to hear, but TJ Hawkinson's still out there. Second half trade targets. Who do you think? I don't know. Kareem Hunt? Nope. Buck starting? Nope. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's go. UPBL Week 4 coming at you right after UPBL 3 weekends in just a minute now. Gone. Bop.